All right, man. Quick vibe check. Everybody got their vibe right? Can we go ahead and get into it? All right, shit. Let's do it. Right now, you locked in
Oh
here
yeah,
to
hey Mark,
Vibes
you
Boulevard
hard.
podcast, hosted by the one and only First D. I'm probably gonna say this every time I do a podcast episode, man. In a world full of so much content, the fact that you even dedicating a few seconds, few minutes out your day to just rock out with me, man, I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. So again, round of applause, man. Round of applause for me. Round of applause for yourself. Hey, look, man. So let me go ahead and address this one weird, awkward thing that's happening right now that I know everybody probably noticed if you've been tapping into my previous episodes. Things sound a little bit different. The aesthetic is just a tad bit different, when it comes to the microphone, and that's because I did get some upgrades to my equipment. And, I did a lot of upgrades. I got a lot of things I'm working on, and some more pieces are on the way. But I didn't want to waste any time. I want to go ahead and be able to give y'all that crystal clear audio where it sounds like I'm sitting right there next to you, bear hugging you and everything, whispering in your ear. You can hear every little tone in my voice. You can hear all the inflections. I love it. I love the way it sounds. And actually, for the first time since recording this podcast, I'm actually monitoring my voice. I actually got it coming through the headphones. So normally when the other episodes when you see me recording this, I got the music and everything else coming through the headphones, but I can't actually hear myself because it just wasn't. I don't know if it was my interface or what the situation was, but it just it wasn't working out for me like that. So um man, this new setup, this new equipment I have is great. Everything is sounding luxurious. As you can see, um, I got new cameras on the way, so y'all bear with me for that. Bear with me with that. That those are on the way. So we gonna definitely pipe up on that side as well. So man, I just wanna again, man, I just wanna do this a round of applause for myself, for yourself. We made it through another long one. Yeah. And and wow, what an eventful week it has been. This right here is episode 4 of the Vibes Boulevard podcast, hosted by the one and only First D. And yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. So as you can see on the screen right there, my website, vibesboulevard.com. Anybody that's interested in being a sponsor and being a part of this show in any kind of way, any kind of capacity, hit me up. Your brand, your information, your logos, your pictures, whatever you got, that'll be displayed on the screen right there. In the section where I have my website in the beginning of this show. And like I said, right now, until we get those sponsors jump on board, until we get somebody that's ready to spend a little money to be a part of this thing, I'm gonna promote myself. I got enough going on to where I can keep it going every time, over and over and over again. And so, it's not going. I'm not gonna do too much on it. The website is vibesboulevard.com, VIBES hyphen BLVD.com. You can go there, you can find all your vibes. You can see the banner scrolling on the website right now. You can see some of the different things that I'm highlighting. So y'all check that out, man. It's something, it's a vibe on vibesboulevard.com for everybody. And I can promise you that no matter what you're into, I got it for you. And I got the 3D printed products. Man, I got so much. Just check it out. You get the opportunity to check it out. You can tap in on your phone, on the web, whatever. It's an easy experience. It's a secure shopping experience. You ain't got to worry about none of the funny business. I'm not involved in none of the skimmy scams, none of that weirdness. So that's one of the things you don't have to worry about. But yeah, vibesboulevard.com. Tap in with me. Shop. Even if you don't shop, I do have ads on the site. It gets a bit annoying sometimes, but what the reason I put ads on my website is because I know a lot of times people might go to your site. They might not shop with you. They might just go browse, check out a few things, look at a few things, and keep it moving. Well, I got the ads there, so whether you buy something or not, just the traffic is gonna help bring in revenue. So I just want you to visit vibesboulevard.com. It don't even matter. I want you to shop with me, but even if you don't, I appreciate your view of my website all the same. So it's all good, man. VibesBoulevard.com. And we gonna got name round of applause for that right there too. Let's get it. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Of course we have to do the big round of applause, man. That was the vibe about my first week. I didn't play the song in its entirety, but that's available on all streaming platforms. Y'all go check that out. I got a lot of dope music. I don't know. I mean, I could be biased, but I feel like everything that I'm tapped in with is dope. Everything is a vibe, and that's why you got Vibes Boulevard. That's why you tapped into the Vibes Boulevard podcast. Everything is a vibe. If I'm a part of it, then it's a vibe. And that's just how we rocking with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting into some of the stuff I wanted to talk about, man. We had a lot of things going on this week. Um, One of the things I want to mention early on, this right here was a crazy situation. So there was a wow, a massive, massive, massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake that hit the coast of Russia. I now this 8.8 magnitude earthquake is one of the largest, biggest, most devastating earthquakes ever recorded. Like that's big time. That's big time, big time. Um, but yeah, this took place on Tuesday. Now this was the sixth strongest earthquake ever recorded, and the biggest earthquake that hit Japan since 2011. Big deal. Now, when this earthquake initially happened, what of course when you have these huge um, tectonic bodies shifting and causing these major earthquakes, bodies of water that are near it, around it, touching these plates are gonna be very turbulent, and so of course it caused tsunamis, and we had major tsunami alerts all along the west coast of the United States, all through Hawaii. Now since then, those evacuation alerts have been eased. Um, but yeah, they definitely experienced their share of what that tsunami had to bring. I'm not really sure at this time on any deaths or how many injuries or if there are any missing from that situation. Here in the United States, but I know they were affected by it. So at this time, I guess we'll give a moment of silence for everybody that has been affected by that major, major earthquake that took place off the coast of Russia. Okay, and we finna go ahead and get back into it, man. So, the first thing I want to talk about this story right here. What was it was very very disappointing for me to see. And the main reason it was so disappointing for me to see is because um over the past few years, it hasn't been very many people. It hasn't been very many people that's been championing Cash Money. That's been championing Hot Boys. There haven't been that many people. But one person that I can say for sure that I've seen countless interviews, all on his own platform, Turk, Hot Boy Turk. He's been holding that Hot Boy mantle, Cash Money mantle. He's been holding it up, waving that flag proud in a way that a lot of those artists just hadn't been doing. And not to blame or bash them for it, but it is what it is. A lot of time has gone by. So right now I'm on Revolt.tv, and they have an article about what happened. So pretty much Turk, um he came out and responded to being kicked off the tour. How did Turk get kicked off the Hot Boy tour? How did he get kicked off something that he's been fighting for? He's been championing the idea of that for so long. How could he get kicked off that tour? So apparently he was removed from that tour. And the tour was called the Cash Money Millionaires 30th Anniversary Tour. He was kicked off that tour after rejecting a reduced payment offer. Not really sure why they tried to reduce his payment, but for whatever reason they tried to reduce his payment. Um, and he rejected that offer. Upon him rejecting that offer, he says the next morning, early in the next morning, he received legal papers saying that he had to be removed for security reasons. Now that all sounds a bit strange, and definitely sounds like somebody trying to pull the old flim flam. Let's see what else we can find. So, all right. So during the live stream, now Turk made sure during the live stream he clarified that Cash Money Records was not responsible for the financial dispute. He emphasized that he had been booked like any other artist and that the label had nothing to do with his removal. Cash Money didn't pay me for no tour. I got booked just like everybody else. They can't kick me off a tour they didn't put me on. So that was a post he shared. So he just wanted to let it be known that that it wasn't an issue between himself and Cash Money. Cause I'm gonna be honest, when I first seen the headline, I'm thinking that maybe he fell out with some of the members. You know what I'm saying? Fell out with some of the guys in Cash Money, and that's what caused him to be kicked off the tour. So it was definitely good to find out that it wasn't necessarily an issue with Cash Money, and more so with the booking agency, or with some more so behind the scenes stuff. Um, but that's crazy. What do y'all think about that, man? Like Cash Money, Hot Boy Turk being kicked off the tour, kicked off the Cash Money tour, man. Come on now. Now, if you want to get deeper into it, you can visit his platforms. Him and his wife did sit down and they talked about it. I'm not gonna really get into it um, that deep, but he and his wife did sit down and talk about it. So if you want to get more into it, you can check it out on his platforms. But yeah, man, that right there is crazy. So I'm about to go ahead and get onto the into the next thing, man, because um, this next story is nothing short of hilarious, right? This next story is nothing short of hilarious. What we got? We bringing my boy to the stage, man. Gilbert Arenas, come on to the stage. Come on, old Gilbert, come on to the stage. All right, so the whole thing with Gilbert Arenas, oh man, he was arrested following an allegation of running an illegal gambling business. Right, Gilbert Arenas was arrested following allegations of running an illegal gambling business. Now, the reason why this is so crazy to me is because I seen I watched Vlad TV with DJ Vlad, and Gilbert Arenas had been a regular on that on Vlad's platform for many years, and and a lot of times it's been many of Gilbert Arenas interviews on that platform where I've heard him say out his own mouth how crazy those guys were that were just so into that gambling, and you know doing the unnecessary things surrounding all the gambling and whatnot. Like when it comes to sports gambling, that was something that they talked about often. And and so when this story broke, and I seen my boy Gil don't got arrested, and hold on now, he didn't. It ain't just a little slap on the wrist. Felony charges, the big ones, and I'm about to get into it in just a second. But when the story broke, and I said about a gambling illegal gambling ring, Gilbert Arenas, when he be on Vlad TV saying this guy so crazy, man, these guys stupid, man, these guys, and now look at you. But but of course, that's him being accused. That's just one part of the story. So he's guilty until proven innocent. He is gonna have the opportunity to defend himself in court. So we're not gonna try to rob him of that. All right, so right now I'm on thesportingnews.com. This is thesportingnews.com. Oh man, so let's just get into the article they wrote. So, former three-time All NBA guard Gilbert Arenas was arrested by federal agents on Wednesday for charges related to the operation of a legal gambling ring. If convicted, he could face up to 15 years in prison. Arenas, 43, is one of 5 men named in a federal indictment. One of his alleged co-conspirators has ties to the Israeli crime underworld. Man, what the? Hold on. See, I haven't even read this deep into it. I hadn't even read this deep into it yet. You telling me? Hold on, hold on. You telling me this man dealing with some real deal Israeli crime underworld? I think Gil, what's going on, my boy? What's going on? Israeli crime underworld. All right, okay. Moving right along. All right, so Arenas is facing 3 charges. 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. The indictment claims that Arenas and his alleged co-conspirators operated an illicit gambling ring out of Arenas' mansion in Encino, California. Am I saying it right? In Encino, California? Wow. Investigators say that Arenas asked another man, Arthur Katz, to stage games, find co-conspirators to host games, and collect rent from co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. The U.S. Attorney's Office hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, you know what? Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. We ain't gonna just blow them up just yet. Let's keep reading for a second. Let's keep reading. Among Arenas' alleged accomplices is Yevgeny Gershman, and if I messed up the pronunciation, my apologies. That's a suspected figure in an Israeli organized crime syndicate. Anytime you hear crime syndicate, the last time I heard crime syndicate was probably Rush Hour. Anytime you hear crime syndicate, this sound like shit like the Triads. Man, how the hell you get mixed up with these motherfuckers? All right, among Arenas, let me see where we at. It's unclear whether Arenas is the mastermind behind the alleged plot. Um, Gershman and his associates reportedly managed games and collected a rake fee, a fixed percent, and a rake fee is pretty much a fixed percentage of a given pot that is reserved for the house. All right, Gershman faces an additional 3 counts: conspiracy to commit marriage fraud, and making a false statement on an immigration document. Man, see, man, bro, you don't got yourself mixed in with this bullshit. When he called himself No Chill Gil, that's his. I don't know if it's his Instagram tag, Twitter, someone on social media. No Chill Gil. This motherfucker went line. He really got no chill. Come on, bro. I mean, Israeli crime syndicate. Crime syndicate. Man. All right. So let me keep going. So since then he was released, and I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go to his statements. I'm gonna read what he actually said upon getting released. All right. This is Gilbert's words. They can't hold me. They can't hold me, baby. They can't hold me. Hello. I'm back on the streets. This ain't got shit to do with me. Just rented the house. Wasn't a part. All right. All right, my boy. All right, my boy. I'm not even finna play the video. I ain't even. You know what? Huh. Let's hear. Let's see what he has to say in his own words. I really don't even I don't even want to play it to really give it too much. Like, I just feel like that's the craziest shit in the world. Like, and I just keep thinking, when I hear the word crime syndicate, that just sound like some other shit that a nigga never been a part of. Damn, crime syndicate. Come on, my boy. Like, what the world? All right, I guess I didn't hit play on it. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. All right, Gil, what going on, man? What going on, Gil? What going on, Gil? While we're waiting for that to load. All right, you know what? We gonna move right along. We ain't gonna pay too much time on that. Gilbert Arenas. I don't know, man. I don't I don't wish jail on nobody. Um, at the same time, when motherfuckers in that bitch and they did the crime to get that. Just like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? But it is what it is, man. Gilbert Arenas, this is for you, my boy. One more time. Crazy, 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 crazy work. So before I move on to the next topic I have lined up, I kind of wanna take a make a little segue into something I want to talk about. So, a lot of times I just think as I'm scrolling on social media, this is a piggyback on off social media once again. Uh, but a lot of times as I'm scrolling on social media, you see so many things. Like you see people doing positive things, you see negative things, you see happy things, you see sad things, you see products, you see different businesses, ideas, just so much. You see so much on social media. I mean, everything you can think of. Um, but when you start to pay attention, you'll notice like the positive things just don't seem to be highlighted quite like the negative things, and I just I was just sitting there thinking like, man, like I seen people that I it's people that will go live on social media. They get so many hundreds of people. Sometimes they might even hit 1,000 watching them at one time when they talking about something negative. So I mean everybody's tapping in. Everybody want to know what's going on. Everybody want to know the T. They want to clock the T, the T, the T, the T. Everybody. And this same person, but because let me say this, because of negativity, it'll have you feeling like, okay, man, this person like, damn, they got an audience, they got, okay, they might have something. But then the minute this same person will post something positive, or not even necessarily positive, but something that's not negative, they get half of the love, if that. And it's like, so y'all don't really rock with this person for real. It's the negativity. What I just realized is just motherfuckers hate. Like people will hate you for nothing. People that they don't know you from a can of paint. They don't know nothing about what you do, what you got going on, what you care about, your hopes, your dreams, nothing of the sort. And they will real deal hate you. And I I'm the type of person that I am. I'm more so indifferent in that I don't care one way or the other. I don't care enough to have hate about you, and it just blows my mind. I like sometimes if you just like I said, you scroll on social media, you see a post, people are making fun of people because they might see people trying to promote a new business idea that they have, or they trying to promote anything that somebody might be trying to grind for. They see some guys that's cutting grass now and or washing cars. You'll see people that's hating on them. Like these people out here trying, they trying to make it happen. Any means necessary. By any means necessary, any way possible. It's an honest living. So, what's the problem? What could you like? How could you possibly have anything negative to say about it? Like I understand. Look, I've worked jobs. I've had businesses. I still work a job. And I still run businesses. And one thing I've realized in my experience in doing everything is that having that job, the actual go clock in and out type of job, isn't for everybody, and that's perfectly fine. So if you see somebody that you what you can call them a serial entrepreneur, or one of those dreamers that he always up to something, he always got a new idea, he's always trying to do this, or she always trying to start this, she's always trying to start that. Don't hate on them, congratulate them, tip your hat to them, because they grinding, trying to work towards something. And I mean, in a world, in a capitalist society where it takes money to do everything, it's so scary. The idea of not having money, and and wanting to jump out there to try to live out your dream. The idea of doing that without money is very scary, and it definitely takes a certain level of sacrifice and betting on yourself to even do it. So how dare you sit there from your phone or your computer, wherever you tapping in from, and hate on somebody that's trying to do something positive, that's trying to make some money to stay afloat or to get ahead, whatever. Like, with so much going on in the world, like, you would think that people wouldn't even have the time, the time to hate on the next person. I really don't understand it. And yeah, that's one thing. Looking at social media could have you depressed, because it's hard to ignore. Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and man, that's all I see. Like, it's so much negativity. If it's not about anything negative, it barely getting engagement. If it's not about anything positive, it's barely getting looked at. It's barely getting shared like that. And don't get me wrong, like, you have some things, positive things that are being shared, and you do see those things shared, but it's nothing in comparison to the negativity. And I just reduce that down to people just filled with so much hate. They hate. They don't want to see you doing better than them. They hate to see that you didn't that you hadn't completely crashed out and lost it all. They hate to see that you still going. They hate to see that you keep figuring out a way to make it possible. They hate to see that you keep figuring out a way to innovate. They hate to see it, and the only time they're gonna get on those posts, those videos, those pictures, what have you, is if you're talking about something negative. So if you take anything away from what I'm saying right now, I guess it's this: social media is a very valuable tool. We all need it. Is very much necessary to today's to today's economy. Not just the economy. We need it. We need it for effective communication. In many cases, it's not enough to just have the telephone number. Um, so take this away from everything that I just said. Use social media for how it benefits you, and only that. So the minute whatever part of social media is no longer benefiting you, cut it out. Just stop it. I mean, because it 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 doesn't. If it's not benefiting you, then what purpose is it serving in your life? So if if you're getting on social media and you're taking in so much negative content, and you realize all that's doing is making you angry, or making you feel pissed off, making you want to snap on somebody, then stop consuming it. Nothing gonna happen. Trust me. I miss all the good stuff. I occasionally come across it. I'm not gonna act like I don't see anything, but yeah, like, if I didn't see the video, I didn't get the video. I'm not in the comments saying let me see the video. It's okay. And what? So the minute these things stop serving you, just cut it out. And and the things that are, the ones on there that are, the people that are on your post, the people that are paying attention, the people that are rocking with you, that's what you hone in on. Focus on that, because all the negativity is not gonna do anything but drag you down to that same low vibrational space where now you in it. Before you know it, now you going live doing the same type of wild negative video, talking crazy like you don't have home training. Like as if you don't have a family, whether it's parents or whatever, like family, people that you look up to that you like. It's like you don't have those people in your life that you whether you care, they see you acting a fool. Nah. So the more of this negativity we consume, the more it becomes us. It becomes who we are. And if I could leave you with anything, man, just don't let it don't let it consume you. The minute it stops to serve you in a positive way, let it go. Be done with it. And and that's just one thing. Look, that's something a little sidebar I want to take real quick, man, because like I said on a few episodes ago, I spend a lot of time on social media because I got a lot of different products and different things. This podcast you listening to right now, a lot of different things I'm trying to promote, and I see so much negativity highlighted, and it's crazy. And so I think some much more focus need to be put on the positive side of things, and that's why here at the Vibes Boulevard podcast, it's all about the vibe, good vibes only, none of the BS, none of the like I'm not going I'm not going to feed into it at all. No, no kind of way. No kind of way whatsoever. And so I'm gonna go ahead and throw another round of applause in because we are above the negativity. We looking past the negativity. And that's how we gonna rock out. So this next, oh man, what we got right here. This next thing I want to talk about, this is a very this one right here, it's a sad one. It's a sad one, sad one, sad one. I'm gonna tell you why it's so sad. Because shit, about 2 weeks ago, you about less than 2 weeks ago, you got the world champion. What had just happened? It's over with. He ain't got to go. He ain't got to do that no more and all that. Like, nah, man. We see ultimately what's going on. So, if you were living on a rock over the past few months, and I don't know how you missed this, but um, ex NFL star, sports analyst and commentator Shannon Sharp, uh, he had a lawsuit. And let me go over here. Let me go on over to this is a New York Times article. All right, so this was a major lawsuit. This was a lawsuit for rape, and the craziest part about it, um, and I feel I got this article pulled up, but I feel very unprepared because I don't know actual ages. I know that the young lady that's actually suing him is about around 20 years old. I don't even know if during the time that he was dealing with this young lady that she could even buy her own drink. You know, she can't even in a state like Georgia, you can't even go in the store try to get nothing to smoke. You know, and we know Shannon Sharp is on up there. He's 57 years old. What you doing with somebody in their 20s in the first place for one? So, and I know a lot of people feel different ways about this. You know what I'm saying? I know shit. It's a lot of old guys that like to look at these young women that could be their granddaughter's age, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen many old guys in the hood champion. They've been championed for dealing with young women, but for the guys that's doing this, these old heads, OGs, unks, all that, man, you see what happened. I mean, and definitely in today's climate, how could you trust them? You trust them? You think this young girl still wet behind the ear? They ain't even got a backbone yet. Still got a gristle. What is she telling you to make you feel like you can open up your deepest the deepest parts of yourself to her. And I'm in my 30s. I'm pushing late 30s, and I'm not even going. No, you think I would dare talk to somebody that can't even buy their own alcohol? You under the age of 21, man. Come on, like where you taking her? What y'all doing together? That's ridiculous. So when the story initially broke a few months ago, uh, Shannon Sharp stepped back from his show on ESPN, and he said he was doing that while he was working this out, and he was gonna be back at the start of football season. Ah, ah, ah. So check this out. ESPN just announced that they fire him. Says ESPN has cut ties with NFL Hall of Famer and media analyst Shannon Sharp less than 2 weeks after he settled a lawsuit in which his ex-girlfriend accused him of rape. Sources briefed on the decision told the Athletic on Wednesday. Sharp has not been on ESPN since late April, when the suit was first filed. He said at that time that he would return to ESPN in the beginning of NFL training camp, and ESPN declined to comment. Now, the woman known as Jane Doe in the suit was seeking $50 million. $50 million for pain and suffering, psychological and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation. Sharp publicly denied the allegations immediately after the accuser filed the suit in April, calling the case a shakedown attempt. He has maintained that he and the Nevada woman were in a consensual sexual relationship, and since retiring from the NFL, he's had a long media career. First as an NFL studio analyst, and then as a sports talk show host at FSI. Well, he wrote that, and that's where he rose to greater prominence, debating Skip Bayless on Undisputed. Now, after that run in 2023, he joined First Take as a twice weekly show with Stephen A. He been fired from ESPN, and I don't know. See, when the news broke that the case was settled, that they settled the case, and they settled with prejudice that that she couldn't bring this on him again. People were celebrating. People, damn, excuse me. People were feeling like Shannon Sharp about to be back. They were feeling like, okay, it's over with. He probably didn't pay that much money. She sued for $50 million. Everybody know you always aim high, and in this case, it looked like she might have not hit so low. A lot of sources out there have been saying that her settlement was definitely 8 figures. And the crazy part about it is his net worth is around $14 million. What the crazy part about this whole thing to me is that just before this whole lawsuit broke, he he was teasing to everybody that he had $100 million deal on the table. And what you think happened after this news broke? I mean, it's a lot of people that even feel like this news broke because individuals or powers that be that knew they were gonna have to pay him this money, that didn't want to pay him this money, start moving pieces around, doing what they got to do to ultimately get this to the forefront, and now we ain't got to pay you. We can let you go. And it ain't like you don't have no upper hand in this situation. What our contract say, if you cause an embarrassment to the brand or what have you, snip snip snip. You know, Unc Shay Shay, man, what the hell, man? Come on, Unc. And then I guess what's really so crazy to me is like she not even fine, and Don't get me wrong.
Please, please don't get me wrong. Please, please, please don't get me wrong.
I feel like that whole situation with this woman is a complete and utter waste of time for the likes of Shannon Sharp. From what I seen, and I know different people are into different things. Don't get me wrong. We all are into different things. But with the things that came out in this case, with the things that were said on his behalf, the stuff we found out through text messages, what have you, with these things that came out, it's like, bro, she make you go on your freaky bag like that? Like she pulling the wild man out of you like that? Her? You put it on the line for her? I don't know, man. It's not funny, but at the same time, it's like, bro, seriously, all of these women you could have had access to, women like women. Huh? Shay. That's his name. And I've seen countless interviews on his podcast Club Shay. People have tried to talk to him about messing with these young women. They tried to talk to him about messing with these white women. And I don't think ain't nothing wrong with white women. But I think when you damn near seem to fetishize over them to where it's like, well, this is all I want. It starts to get weird. And I think anybody that if you're dealing with anybody in your life that's hitting you with the I only it has to be like this. It has to be this type and that's it. Because it's nothing wrong with having a type, but to only say you're into this, it seems like some sort of fetish to me. Seem a bit strange. And I'm not saying that's all Shannon Sharp is into, but that's what it seemed like. And I've seen people talk to him about it, and he seemed pretty adamant in that. I know what I'm doing. This is what I want. That's what I like. And I don't know, man. Maybe you need to start taking some of that advice these people trying to give you and start to look over to the other side. Come back to the sisters, Come back man to the sisters. Because man, I don't know. I don't know, Shannon. It's right here. At the end of the day, as long as he still have his own platforms that he own, I believe he's gonna be straight. Because people still do care about his opinion. People still do care about what he has to say. And so I ultimately I think he will be fine. And at the same time, I can't help I can't help but feel like this is another example of these people seem like most time be men get into these positions of power. They get they get some money, they get access. I ain't gonna say position of power, but a position of access. Sometimes a position of excess when it comes to money. They always go over the top. Like, is it that the money corrupts all these people, or is it that only the corrupt motherfuckers get the opportunities to get the money and to get the fame and success or what have you? Does the money corrupt good people and cause them to do this weird off the wall stupid shit, or is it the weird off the wall stupid motherfuckers that's getting the opportunities? I think when we get the answer to that question, we would have been just a step closer to solving some of life's mysteries. Because my goodness, that is I don't know, man. It's all crazy. And I told y'all, man, this week been one hell of a week. And we as I've been going through these topics, I'm just like, man, it's still like we about to be back. We about to be in August, and you know school starting back for the kiddos and everything. But man, it's still summertime, man. It's still summertime, and the way this weather feeling, we probably got all the way through October. And so it ain't no telling what else we about to see over these next few weeks and months. Um, on the music side, not really sure if any new artists have dropped. Now, I did see a crazy report that Kendrick Lamar supposedly had the highest grossing rap tour ever in Toronto or ever in Canada. One of them. Thought that was interesting. Um, but man, one thing that's funny to me when it comes to uh these stats and these numbers, it's like it always seems to be new stats as far as a new best. And I'm not saying that the greatest of all time can't be topped by a new greatest of all time, but it just seems like to me like it's a ploy to just keep you interested. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like a circus. Like how many? It's the greatest show on earth. Every show, every circus is the greatest show on earth. And it's like they throw these weird numbers out here. It's like stuff that don't even to the average person. Like what do we care at all if which one of these multimillionaires damn near want to be billionaires, which one of their tours sold the most, or who broke this like what do we like the music? Do we fuck with the artist? Like they throw these weird numbers out there, and you know I report on certain things. I'm gonna report on certain things because it's like that's a part of everything that's going on, and that's a you know what I'm saying that's a part of the industry. So I'm gonna report on it, but it's like don't ever get it twisted. Like I don't care. It's all it's manufactured. I think about the Drake lawsuit, how stupid that is. He has a lawsuit um suing Universal Music Group for using bots and all these other stuff and promoting the song that Kendrick put out, a song Not Like Us, when if the label wasn't doing everything that they've been doing for Kendrick, if they weren't doing that for you since the start of your career, we might not have even known who you were. You've got you've been able to take advantage of all the label tactics the whole time. You've been a beneficiary of the bots of the payola this whole fucking time. And the fact that you would like actually take it as far as going to court, getting these lawyers involved, got the whole world looking. When you who you are is a product of what they've been doing all this time. Nobody is lost on that. Like when we look at all these old videos and we see who you really are, we know that the person that everybody loves is this manufactured product that's been put out there and pushed like a motherfucker. A lot of marketing dollars, lot of different teams, lot of gears working, lot of different things at play. We know what's going on, man, and you suing because it wasn't going the way you wanted it to go. Come on, man. Man, hold on. Matter of fact, we finna get him the good old Booski. The Booski. The good old Booski. Because it's like, bro, come on, bro. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Where we at? We at 52 minutes and count. Damn near at 53 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, man. This right here was episode 4 of the Vibes Boulevard podcast, hosted by the one and only First D. If you made it to the end of this motherfucker, I really do appreciate it because you didn't have to rock with me, but you did. We made it. This was a long week, hot week. Lot of things took place. I touched on a few of them. We're gonna talk about some more stuff this weekend on the weekend fix. Y'all stay locked in with me. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Vibes Boulevard podcast is out and it's live. All right, man. It's your boy First D checking out.
30, baby.
Tell them where you at.
I'm on Vice Boulevard.
Just chillin', kicking shit.
I'm on Vice
Smoke a little something, drink a little something, you know.
This my
Ain't nothing
vibe.
major, but it's major.
Stay out the way, smoke some weed, get high. Make me some money, put a little to the side. This my vibe, this my vibe, this my vibe, yeah. This my vibe, this my vibe, this my vibe, yeah. Drinking liquor, I'm just trying to ease my mind. Boss elixir, yeah, I drink it all the time. This my vibe, this my vibe, this my vibe, yeah. This my vibe, this my vibe, this my vibe, yeah. Yeah. I got gas in abundance, so this ain't no gas station. You know that I'm up to something, man. I've been mad, patient rack, racing back, chasing, get the money, whatever. Bad little vibe with me, I just hit a new level. Vibes Boulevard, kicking shit, I rock piece of rebel. That's right. Yeah, yeah. And ain't no hating shit allowed around here. Everybody they on boss around here.